Alright, so this angle isn't bad. It's just a matter of whether the camera stays on my dash and whether vibrations cause it to sound terrible. So this is a test. What better way to test a driving mounted vlog than to talk about Power Rangers? Because today is Power Rangers Day. Well, tomorrow's Power Rangers Day to me, but when you're watching this, it'll be Power Rangers Day. And it's like an actual holiday now. Like, they actually got it. Like, if you buy like a calendar, will it say Power Rangers Day on it? I don't think so. I think it's a holiday in the same vein as like National Cheese Day or something like that, which is a day I love, mind you. So it's not like a calendar holiday, but it's like a national holiday. I don't know. We'll see. 2019 calendars, will August 2008 be National Power Rangers Day? We'll find out. But regardless, happy Power Rangers Day. Today is the day that Power Rangers first premiered back in 1993. So lots of cool stuff happening today and tomorrow. Today we have the airing of Dimensions in Danger, the 25th anniversary special, featuring Tommy, Wes, and some other people, which will hopefully have some lines and a little bit of focus. I'm not honestly expecting a whole lot from this, just on the basis that it's only a single episode, 22-minute thing, and I just don't have a whole lot of faith in that being good. But Outfoxed did lead into it, kind of, with their appearance, so I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. So I might do a, like, verbal review. Holy crap, this is backed up. I'll probably do a verbal review of it maybe tomorrow night and put it up on Wednesday. We'll try that. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to touch upon some things, pass some time while I try to get to Pokemon tonight, which may not happen, looking at this traffic. Holy hell. It's not usually this bad at 6 o'clock. I wait till 6 o'clock to avoid this. Wow, okay. So this is my life now. But anyway, Power Rangers Day. I just kind of wanted to touch upon a couple things. I did this back on the 20th anniversary, and so it's been 5 years since then. Did I do it for the 20th anniversary? I don't remember when that was exactly. I'm gonna hope this guy is nice to let me in. Thank you. So I answered a bunch of questions, and I kind of just recently did that with the Getting to Know a Power Rangers fan video, so I don't want to repeat things. But especially coming off of Morphicon, I just kind of wanted to touch upon I apologize for other people. I don't have air, so my window has to be down. But I just kind of wanted to touch upon what Power Rangers means to me. And especially, like I said, coming after Morphicon, I'm going to roll my window up. I'll sweat to death, but maybe I'll just lightly crack the two windows. There we go. And as like I said, especially coming after Morphicon, like, it's just the love is very high, as he says, wearing a Pokemon shirt. And I always talk about how Pokemon's like my #1 franchise, and I don't think that's particularly going to change, but the more time I spend with, like, the Power Rangers community as a whole, like, especially coming after Morphicon, and just consistently communicating with my group of friends in the community, the more I love it. And I don't want to say it's going to become my #1. And I don't want to even say that because I don't think that's particularly fair, because, like, both franchises mean the world to me, and I hardly talk about Transformers in a kind of vlog-like setting, but Transformers also means the world to me, and Transformers has been around in my life longer than both Power Rangers and Pokemon has. So, like, those always be my big three, to be honest, but I digress. It's just one of those things where I can't imagine my life without it. in some capacity or another. And I'm looking forward to the future quite a bit and seeing what Hasbro decides to bring to the table, both in terms of toys and production. I think they've got a lot of avenues that they could explore between animation, between live action, between movies. There's a lot of things that they could do with this brand, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else becomes of it. I'm also looking forward to hopefully some games coming out. I've got a love-hate relationship with Legacy Wars. I could really use some actual video games to play, because that Mighty Morphin one that came out like a year or two ago wasn't my thing. Oh, that needed a whole lot of work. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is I think Power Rangers is in a good place right now. People are still kind of riding the high of Hyperforce. It's nice to see some people like, I mean, for me personally, having seen Dawson start to watch it, and my friend Chenix blazed through a lot of it just before Morphicon, and to see new fans to Hyperforce experience it for the first time, and just to experience how great it is really nice for me to see as well. So I enjoy that. So like, still riding kind of the high of Hyperforce, which I appreciate. Still hoping for that season 2, hashtag Hyperforce season 2. And the comics Shattered Grid concludes tomorrow. And that's crazy to me. I don't think anyone is ready for the contents of that issue. I know I'm not ready for the contents of that issue. And I honestly don't think anyone is. I hope it ends on, I don't want to say a high note, because I think, like, the way Kyle was wording it and stuff, you kind of want to gear up for some emotional baggage, so to speak. But I hope it just ends on something that's really, really neat, and something that Power Rangers hasn't done before. And Shattered Grid in itself is something that Power Rangers hasn't ever done before. And to see it end is kind of touching in a way, and kind of sad in a way, because Shattered Grid, to me, has been the most hype that the Power Rangers community has been for anything Power Rangers related in years. Like I said, since RPM probably was the last time I've seen the community as a whole centered around something so, like, epic and positive and recepting. What is that guy doing? That guy looks like he was trying to jack off a steering wheel. Huh. Things you see on 18 Mile Road. But that being said, Beyond the Grid looks super epic. I'm really curious on how they kind of tie everything in, why that group is in this world. I do understand that that group did splinter off together in issue 30, so like that's why they're together, and that's why it's that group. But I'm really curious on like how they ended up in that world, what they're doing in there, what the end goal exactly is. So we'll see what happens with Beyond the Grid. See how long it lasts even. I don't know how long it's scheduled to go. Whether it's going to last a whole year or not. Or if it's just going to be a couple months like Shattered Grid was. But we'll see what happens there. But really excited for that. Really excited for all the stuff that's happening in Go-Go. At Morphicon, they showed off the whole color swap thing. In fact, my phone background right now is... Was that a cover? I think it was a cover for one of the Go-Go issues, and I'm so hyped about that. Like, there's something really warming to me when I like hit my phone and I just see Trini wearing red. There's just something great about that. It helps that cars shouldn't make that noise. Damn. And it doesn't help that, like, Go-Go Trini is, like, my aesthetic. Like, just everything about her is neat. And so to see her rocking the red, I think is really cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing why that is, why they're changing colors, the reasoning behind it. I feel Toku Chris probably hit a lot of the nails on the head in terms of their character personalities and why they're changing the colors that they are, but we'll see what happens there. So I'm excited for Beyond the Grid. I'm excited for Go-Go, as always. And I'm mildly excited for Dimensions in Danger tonight. Hopefully it exceeds my expectations, because I'm going in with some pretty low ones, to be quite frank. But we'll see. And like I said, I'm just excited. I haven't been excited for Power Rangers since the movie last year. And then after the movie hype died down, there really wasn't a whole lot until Hyperforce and Shattered Grid started amping up. And now I couldn't really be happier with the franchise. It's in new hands. It's kind of like the thrill of the unknown, so to speak, for me, because you don't know how Hasbro's going to handle it, what they're going to do with the franchise beyond Beast Morphers, what their plans are, how many toys we're going to get, stuff like that. So it's really much a thrill of the unknown thing in terms of Power Rangers right now. But I can't think of a better way to celebrate the 25th anniversary than a hopefully epic team-up episode. Shattered Grid, the most ambitious and amazing thing that Power Rangers has done in years, concluding the day after Power Rangers Day. And hopefully a season 2 for Hyperforce is not too far around the corner. I'm still hoping. Still very much hoping. And Heroes of the Grid is still cruising along on Kickstarter. Just reached... It's almost at the Armored Red Ranger stretch goal, and I don't see it going too far beyond that. It's slowed down tremendously since then, but we'll see what happens in those final days. But that looks amazing if you have friends to play it with. And even if you don't, I feel like it's kind of a simple enough process to where you could probably play it with friends over on Skype. Or Discord or something like that. So, like, even if you don't physically have friends to play it, I still feel like it's something that you can enjoy digitally as long as you have one competent person controlling the board state. I think everything would be okay. Especially if you all have the game. So, like, you can have your physical deck of cards and stuff to do all that with. So, I feel that's something that could happen. And I'm looking forward to trying that out, because I know I have some friends here physically that'll play with me, but a lot of my Ranger pals and my Ranger family are all in other states. So we'll see if we can get that ball rolling online as well. So yeah, like I said, there's just a lot to be excited about. The Lightning Collection looks great from Hasbro. And there's one thing I wanted to address really quick. Was a comment in the Draken review. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that. I went a little crazy with it. But there was a comment there that someone was kind of tired of the way that the Toku community, I don't want to say Toku community because it's mostly just the Power Rangers community, is kind of crapping on Bandai America and like bowing down to Hasbro when Hasbro has all sorts of problems with their stuff too. And I just wanted to address the fact that, like, that guy's absolutely correct. But I don't want to say that the crapping on Bandai America is unjustified. It 100% is, in my opinion. To go out with a figure like Draken, I think is embarrassing. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of like bowing down to Hasbro just for the simple fact that everyone's so tired of Bandai America, especially after how abysmal the Ninja Steel and Super Ninja Steel toy lines were. Those are some of the worst Power Ranger toys I've gotten in years. And I understand people's optimism for Hasbro. But again, I do also want to address the fact that he is right on several things, that Hasbro is not like the end-all be-all of toy companies. Like, they do a lot of great stuff, but they're not perfect. I've bought several Transformers over the last... Alright, note to self, the camera setup does not like turns. So there's that. I gotta work it out. I gotta work out the kinks. But as I was saying before the camera fell down, there's a lot of Transformers that I've purchased that needed to be kind of corrected. Be it like missing paint applications, or stickers misaligned, or stickers like flipped around, or just loose joints in general. I've had some Transformers that ended up as floppy as Bandai's Draken did. And so, like, I want to kind of drill home the fact that just because it's with a better toy company now doesn't necessarily mean that the toys are going to be like a superb quality, because Hasbro still makes some really janky toys, especially for the younger kids demographics. So, like, I'm as optimistic as I am for everything, I do kind of want to wane with caution a little bit. Don't, like, get your hopes too high, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But, that being said, again, I am optimistic about the future. The thrill of the unknown is very strong right now, and if you would have asked me a year ago, I definitely would not have said this is how we'd be celebrating the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers, with a new owner, a Go Busters based season coming next year, a absolutely bang up comic that is the best thing, still riding the high of a amazing tabletop RPG stream, and kickstarting a tabletop board game. I would have never guessed any of that, to be honest. Though a year ago we did have the comics, but we still kind of weren't in the holy territory that we are with Shattered Grid. So I would have never guessed this is where we'd be at, especially like toward the beginning of the year and late last year. It was kind of like, well, we're gonna spend the 25th anniversary just kind of being miserable about everything. And so it's nice that fate's kind of proved us wrong there. So I will leave it at that. I'm almost at Pokemon now. So there's that. Hopefully the audio turned out okay on this and the quality turned out okay on this. I can't see my screen right now because there wasn't enough room between the windshield and the camera. So this is where we're at. If this did turn out good, expect some more driving vlogs, because I find talking while driving very therapeutic, and it kind of keeps me attentive and awake. So looking forward to all that. So good stuff. Happy Power Rangers Day, everybody. Hope everyone enjoys Dimensions in Danger, and for those of you that do not have Nickelodeon, I hope you find a way to watch it, be it live or shortly after it airs. Granted, those are generally illegal means, but do what you gotta do. I think it's gonna be a fun ride, especially if you can live tweet. That's not, sir, this lane ends. I hate people. Like, driving is literally the worst. Like, there's just so many rude people that don't know courtesy. Gosh, it sounds like driving is a fandom, basically. There's just a lot of people that don't know courtesy. So that being said, again, happy Power Rangers Day. Enjoy just everything going on right now. Lots to be excited about. Lots to be cautious about. Lots to be cautious about. I want to keep that in mind. And just have some fun. Have some fun. It's morphin' time, y'all, and stuff. I don't mind. But as always, thanks for watching. Take care, and have a great one. Bye. I'd like to thank Mike, Joey, Joe, John, Josh, VZ17, and all my fans who support me on Patreon.